the first book was an opportunity to tell our story and introduce our best recipes, and it was very bread-led. Once you've mastered this bread, here's the things that go around it, and that's great. I think we've had longer to think about what do people want from a book. It being really easy to navigate, i.e. it's brunch, or what Baker Brothers would do for brunch. Brunch is near the beginning, isn't it? So you flick to that. Broken down into meals of the day, right from early breakfast for bakers, right the way through to round about midnight snacks, if the party's carrying on. I'll give you an example of one of my favourite recipes from our second TV series, which is about to go out on More 4, and from the book, is the Viking flatbreads.
Nice.
And I did a talk last week at the Balcancy UK kind of press launch of a new recipe book they're bringing out, which is all about eating well to ensure that we stay healthy and don't get things like bowel cancer. You know, it's a reminder of just how important what we eat is. Now we've never been kind of yogurt weaving, sandal, dye in the wool, hemp wearing, whole food worshippers. However, we do know, but that's not that we've got anything against any of that. And you know, and our Hobbs House Bakery, some of our best wholesale customers sell whole foody type stuff, and clearly. But I think what we've found is that there's plenty of room for eating really well and enjoying it. So these Viking flatbreads, they tap into the spirit of York, or Jorvik, kind of the great Viking tradition that they have there and keep alive. And we found that the Vikings would have made bread with spelt flour, an ancient variety which was much easier to digest and high in protein. So I met marathon runners, ultra marathon runners that eat lots of spelt. And we put a curd cheese on top, which is really easy to make. And you think, cheese at home, no way. But actually, if you knew how easy it was to make, it's so quick, you can do it. You can earn serious brownie points impressing people that you've made a curd cheese. You know, and then, or if you can't be bothered with that, a bit of, was it Philadelphia or something like that? Yeah, ricotta or something. And then marjoram kind of oil on top. It was absolutely beautiful. It was vegetarian.
Nice.
Had next to no fat in it, other than a bit of dairy, but I suppose that could be optional. It was really delicious.
We actually had some good food in Scotland.
We had
Arbor Smokies, and we've done a few Arbor Smoky recipes in there, and we were at the what was it Dundee Flower and Food Festival, and there was this guy, and it was like just like a pit with some old sacks on top and just smoke billowing out, and we were like, what's in there? Like, it smells amazing. Look, it looked like an underground bonfire, and it was literally a bonfire, and there was just rows and rows of haddock, and he was like, oh, do you want to try one? Just whipped it out, passed it across, and it just peeled the skin off, and it was just the most delicious thing. We're like, we've got to put some of this Arbor Smoky. So
and are they healthy for you?
That's fish, isn't it?
That's fish.
Smoked fish.
Yeah. Quite oily, smoked to preserve. There's no artificial additives in that. It's just literally smoked to.
And then we made it really healthy by putting it into a really naughty omelette. Well, I think the thing with Britain is that we're like magpies. We're great at nicking other people's cultures and having them for ourselves. And I think that London and England and Britain is a great place to showcase lots of different cuisines. You go to other countries and you get their local food and maybe an Irish pub and maybe a pizzeria. But actually, around the UK, there's such a variety of food.
Yeah, there is.
And
so we've enjoyed unearthing those things like the Arbor Smokies that are great British tradition that maybe people don't know about generally, and saying, well, if we can build them into the type of things that people eat, we can kind of get people, it makes sense to source and use British produce, because that's where we're from. There's less air miles. You can, there's a chance you get to know or visit the place where it's being made. It's just interesting. So I think that's where we're pulled towards. Butchery, sourcing the beasts and animals from locally and getting the flour that's grown and milled locally is all something it's just in our genes.
I think all chefs are inspiring ones who care about what they do and work hard. I think they're due where credit's owed. But I'd say for me, kind of people who have been inspiring in my life would be people like Fergus Henderson, just next door. We stayed there for a month while we were filming the first series, which was pretty cool. And I don't know, people like Jane Grigson, kind of read lots of her books. I mean, even Jamie Oliver, I think he's a pretty inspirational guy in terms of what what the guy's managed to achieve. And what he's good at is he makes food fun. And it shouldn't be this kind of big scary thing or overcomplicate it and put people off. It's about getting people into it.
Yeah,
and I think that you look at him and go, yeah, he's very good at getting people involved in food.